My name is SEYI NEWELL and I am the founder of an organisation that helps get young black women into work called Tribe. My decision to start Tribe was actually it was a bit of a spur of the moment type of thing. I was working in charity PR and I went to a seminar, and it was a seminar of 190 people, and when I stepped into the room I was the only black woman in the room, and to be honest I was outraged. I was just wholly annoyed. I actually stood up to look around and there were three other people of colour, but I was the only black woman in the room. Black girls are actually the biggest group of graduates in this country, yet we're the most underemployed. That to me says that there's some kind of disconnect in us going from college or university or school into employment. So I went and did like a bit of research about why this was, and it was things like, you know, a lack of network, a lack of access to opportunities, that kind of thing. So I thought, okay, cool, let me go and volunteer and, you know, mentor someone. Had a Google. There are no mentoring opportunities for black girls. Loads for girls in general, but none for black girls specifically, and I felt like there was a specific need for that, so I was like, well, I'm pissed, so I'm gonna make it. And that was that. The inspiration behind creating the ImVisible series was basically what I felt was a real need for more accessible role models, black female role models. I've always been someone who's wanted to make a difference, and I haven't really known how. I've been quite fortunate in my life, you know, I've had a lot of blessings, and there are so many people that haven't. So I've always wanted to be of service, and Tribe gives me an opportunity to do that. The way that Tribe works with our events is that only a certain amount of people can come, so a very finite amount of people can attend, people who are probably most likely London-based. So the idea was so that, you know, the black girl that lives in Scotland or Manchester or whatever has a way of accessing these role models. It's a way of inspiring young black women, but it's also a way of showing how much magic there is amongst black women, how much we have to offer. It fills me up every single day. Like, I meet some of the most amazing young black women, but also I meet some of the most inspirational women through my mentors, through friends that I've made through starting Tribe. And it's also very important to be able to create a network of black women that we can tap into, that we can get resources, that we can learn from, hear experiences, get inspiration from, to connect in that way so that we can share. People try to make out that we are consistently in competition, that we don't want good for one another, and I've just never found that to be the case. I chose to feature Kelechi in the ImVisible series because I really feel like she is so unapologetically herself. Like, she is so confident in who she is and what she has to bring to the table, in her knowledge, in herself. There's a real centeredness about her in herself. She's very anchored in who she is in herself, which I love. And I think also, you know, her career isn't necessarily the norm. So I thought it would be a really good, you know, way of showing the range. I chose to feature Sienna because she is actually one of the smartest women that I know. She's clued up on so much, but more than that, she's determined, she is driven. You know, she set up No Fly on the Wall because she really felt like there was a need, like something needed to be done. And I guess there's something that I really recognized in Sienna that, you know, reminded me of myself. She's really someone who is forging a path, trying to make her voice heard, and I think I really respect that about her. I decided to feature Ghislaine because I felt like her position in mental health and counselling and therapy was a very unique one. She is a black woman that's navigating a very white world, and her strength and her determination really shines through, but more than that, her knowledge and her dedication to the mental health of black women. I know how alienating that space can be, so I felt that that was something that really needed to be shown. Ghislaine is quite literally a ball of light. She is someone who I genuinely look up to. She is someone who is very solution focused, but she is so connected to herself and to you when she is speaking that you can't help but feel like she wants better for you, that she wants for you, that she's rooting for you. And also, you know, she works in the art world. She's a coach, she's a writer, she does so much. So I felt like it was a really good way of kind of showing her range, but also how much she inspires. I feel like it was really a strong point. Being a black woman has definitely affected my journey, but it's difficult to say because I don't have anything to compare it to. I've always been a black woman, but I do know that I am treated differently because I'm a black woman. I do know that when I'm in the workplace and when I'm assertive, it's not seen as assertive, it's seen as aggressive. I do know that when I'm looking through a magazine that's full of white women, that they are beauty. I know that I live in a society that says that I am ugly and aggressive and violent and unintelligent and all of that kind of thing. But I feel like being a black woman has made it so that I don't actually care about all of that stuff. Being a black woman lets me know, well, actually, you can say or you can think whatever it is you like, but I know that I have too much to offer. I have too much to offer this world. I have too much to offer my community. I have too much to offer my family to be happy with your assumptions of me. I belong to a incredible, amazing, resilient group of people. Black women are everything and more. It's difficult for me to articulate because I have such a love for black women, but what I know is that we are more than they say that we are. And I know that because I see it on a daily basis. I know that because I am a black woman and I am more than they say that I am. I know that because my friends are more than they say that they are. My mum, my aunties, my cousins, black women that I see walking down the street who just live their lives, I know that they are more than what society says that they are. So I know that I am incredibly blessed to have been born as a black woman. I have one of the kindest, the most honest, most authentic people that I know as my mother. She is someone who has consistently driven me, someone who has always been like, listen, if you want to do it, let me know and we will get you there. That's been my mother, and I realized how lucky I am to have her as a mother, how honestly, truly blessed I am to have her. She has been so pivotal in my development and how I've grown and given me the space to grow and not trying to make me who she would like me to be, but really saying, who are you on your own, who are you as a person, and really allowing me to get there. I've worked really hard to be the person that I want to be, and I don't mean in a material sense or career-wise or job-wise or anything like that. I mean like who I am as a friend, like how much support I want to give people. I love so deeply, and so I'm proud of that, and that's been difficult to get to, that loving deeply. So it was kind of a bridge that I kind of had to cross, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I can have an idea and I can say, actually, I really want to change this, I really want to do something about it, and that I can follow through, and that it then makes a difference in people's lives. The hardest lesson I've had to learn is to be okay without being perfect, or consistently feeling like I have to be perfect, like everything has to be right before I can move on to the next thing. When I feel like I've done my best and something happens to not go the way that I want it to, beating myself up because clearly I wasn't perfect enough. And that, chasing perfection I feel like can be very detrimental, because you're consistently feeling like you're not enough, because you won't. We're not meant to be perfect, we're human beings. So if you're consistently chasing that, you will never be content. There will never be a point where you say, this is okay, this is enough. And I feel like that's something that I've really had to battle with. Success to me means, having problems, having obstacles and all of that kind of thing, but the knowledge that you can get to the other side, the knowledge that you have everything that it takes in order to move past that and to move through it, being at peace with who you are, loving who you are, loving the people that you surround yourself with, loving who you are on a day-to-day basis, to me is success. And obviously that sounds very airy-fairy, but clearly there are practical things like money and having a house and that kind of thing, but I do honestly feel like anyone can get those There's a certain peace that is very difficult to attain, and for me that would be success. If I could give a black girl one piece of advice, I think it would be to be more aware of the people that you carry around you. You know, if their ideas in life or whatever do not align with yours, it's okay to say, we can stop. That includes family, which I know is very difficult, but that includes boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, colleagues, because the people that you have around you are the people that are supposed to lift you up. They're supposed to challenge you. They're supposed to inspire you, encourage you. And if you don't have the right people around you, it can be very easy to feel lonely in a group of people, and that should never be the case with people that you consider friends. It's okay to be picky about, you know, choosing your tribe. So if you would like to get involved with Tribe, if you'd like to attend an event, if you would like a mentor, if you would like to become a mentor, if you would like to volunteer, then you can find all the information at www.thisismytribe.org. Follow us on Twitter at MyTribeLondon, Facebook, again, MyTribeLondon. Get in contact with us. We have, you know, so much that we want to do. We want to involve as many people as possible. So yeah, get in contact.